Travis was like, over my dead body. So anyways, we went to West Virginia. We stayed at a state park there. It was a great one. This wasn't that the one where we had we didn't stay in tents. Wasn't that the one where we stayed in tents, but it was inside a shelter? Mm-hmm. This is kind of odd.
It was.
I mean, it's like a roof.
Covered, yeah, it was like a covered and platformed
place for you to put
site.
your tent, which is a little different. Bougie. You know, you either stay in a cabin or you know, bougie. It was kind of bougie for tents, but you either stay in a cabin or you stay in a tent typically. But this was like, oh no, we're going to give you a nice wooden roof and some like,
which was good because it rained the whole time.
It did rain the whole time, but we did whitewater rafting, which. The way that, because it was high water level, the way to make it super interesting was they did this thing called surfing with the rafts. And so surfing is like you go over the rapid, and then they kind of stop it and they kind of paddle it back. And a rapid, when it's going over rocks, creates a hydraulic. So like the water goes down, it pushes down with so much force, it shoves it back up. So it creates
on Angry Birds, there's a level.
Wow.
I learned about hydraulics through Angry Birds.
Go on.
Some engineers. That's an engineer's favorite game. I love Angry Birds. Nah, but so it creates the hydraulic, and what they do is they get the raft up kind of sideways, kind of on the edge of the hydraulic, and as you get it sideways up next to the rapid, it tries to suck the raft in. And so you're literally kind of surfing, riding this rapid like that, and it'll ricochet, like it'll bounce your side up in the air, just crazy stuff. So we did that. We're like, yeah, let's do it. We're a bunch of like 6 dudes. We're like, yeah, it was us and our one female tour guide and 6 dudes. And she's like, I'll do whatever you want because I can promise you I ain't coming out of this thing. And we're like, all right. We hit that rapid. 6 dudes hit that thing, and I just remember one end of that, either back end or something, just flying in the air. It fell back down, and I looked. The tour guide was in there, Colin was in there, and I was in there. Everybody else was, they had just launched completely out of that thing. Yeah. And we were getting everybody back in, and JW was caught in the rapid. Like he was in it with his vest. And they said later that
was your head going under?
Yeah.
We thought he was dying. I mean, it looked bad. Like he was like, there was fear in his eye. Like, because the thing was, nobody listens to them. We found out this later. Nobody listens to them, so they stopped giving the safety instructions. And she had to tell him, like, stop swimming, just stop, or whatever. And he's like, he's like trying to get out, because the way it works is if you hold your breath, it'll suck you in the hydraulic and throw you down, because the river is flowing that direction, so it'll woof and just launch you out, basically. But if you're fighting against it, you're drowning yourself, essentially, because you're trying to swim, but it's like, whoa. And we finally got him back in. It's like on the first
Harry Potter, when she's like...
Those vines or whatever they are, the struggle vines.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they're called.
I can't remember what they're called either.
About the rapids, JW was the last in the boat. He was the one who almost died, we felt like. And he got back in and was like, yeah, it was pretty crazy. Like, he just was like, like that, and it was cool.
It was actually, I felt like I was gonna drown.
We've never had this talk.
But it was only 15 seconds.
That feels like a lot.
It felt like a long time, yeah. And I was like, I could have just relaxed and held my breath for at least 30.
From our perspective, it looked like a gator got a hold of him or something. Because he was like this, and he couldn't move. Like, he just was swimming. You knew he was swimming as hard as he could, and he just wasn't going anywhere.
It's so crazy. The water is so powerful that it's almost like you can't do anything with your bottom half. It was like I was trying to kick my legs, but they were getting twisted and turning me, and I couldn't control it.
You couldn't just stand up.
Well, it was high water because it'd been raining and stuff. So when you found the rapids, they were trying to make make it fun and do the surfing. And we still did the surfing a couple more times, didn't we? Like after that, like we found more rapids and surfed again. Like we did it, but and it was a lot of fun. But it was scary.
The next day, my lungs were sore from the expansion that I wasn't used to, because I was just like
trying to get out of there. Yeah. Wow. So, and it gave birth to the whole thing. He's ready to see more adventures and